My name is Ken Wadland. I'm 60 years old. I've been out of work for 15 months. I've been in the software industry my entire career, running my own businesses and then working for my largest client, starting from 2000 until I got laid off the end of last summer. I was born in Massachusetts. We spent 5 years in Ohio while my dad got transferred out there and got transferred back. So pretty much my entire life I'd been in Massachusetts or very close to it. Now I'm in Rhode Island, about 12 miles from Massachusetts. We're really New Englanders at heart, and I have no desire to change. So my passion is solving puzzles. When I got into college, I found out people would pay you if you solved their puzzles. And when I graduated from college, I found out they pay you a lot of money if you write programs that solve their puzzles. And so that's how I got into this, and that's what I still do. I solve puzzles. So that's why I went to work for a large company, is because it's the only place I can get big enough puzzles to solve. And I got the award as the company-wide, corporate-wide Keystone Innovator. So clearly they were happy with me and I was happy with them. So it worked out very well while the economy was doing well. And as long as we were hiring and doing new projects and looking to the future, I was happy, they were happy, everything worked just fine. But now, for the first time in my life, I had only one employer. I had only one place to go to work. I still worked mostly from home, and I still did a lot of the same kind of things. But now I had only one employer. For the first time in my life, I was vulnerable to a layoff. And I'm also now over 50, so I figured, well, I can retire. If it doesn't work out, I'll retire when I leave here. I won't. So I stopped at that point, looking for keeping my resume up to date, keeping a client pool ready. I said, no, this is okay. I'm going to stay here until I retire. And that went along quite nicely until the economy totally tanked. So my last day of work was June 10th, 2009. Because I had the consultant's mentality, I had always saved throughout my career. So I figured, let's do what they tell you to do. Take your time, reassess your skills, look at your situation, restart your resume, do all those things that you need to do. You have to do this. So I looked around and I said, I may never get another job. This may have been it. I may be retired now. So it may be much more valuable to me to cut expenses than it is to go looking for work hard right away. And my biggest expense at the time was a large house in the country. And that took me almost a year to sell. And significantly lower than it's appraised for, and significantly lower than what had been previously before the economy tanked. It was sold for maybe about 60% of its high value, 60 to 70% of its maximum value. Finally, my buyer paid 95% of my asking price, but my asking price had dropped 3 times by then. So it was like 25% below my first asking price, which was below the market price, which was below the appraised price, which was below its maximum in the past. But I'm not convinced the market's going up anytime soon, so I'd rather not have the expense and the run rate of that than living in a nice house. So I downscaled to this condo. Yeah, I spent a lot of my time reorganizing my budgets and reorganizing how do I, if I'm in fact now retired, can I sustain this? And I think now I'm at the level that this is sustainable. I'm just investigating this idea of retirement, and I haven't actually done it well. I didn't want to have my resume out on the internet saying I'm unemployed. In this economy, you could probably get away with it, but it's just in general a bad idea to say you're unemployed. So I immediately started another company. I'm now the president of Concurrency Magic. We have no employees. I have no clients to speak of. I have no income, but I'm the president. And I have a business card saying I'm the president. And I have a website. I attend a lot of the work group meetings where we get together and meet. And I'm a big advocate of these. They're valuable for some people, just the networking opportunity. You can get to meet someone who knows someone who knows someone who gets you in places. For some of them, that's a big value. But even without that, there's the morale value. They help you keep your morale going till you reach that stage where you're a likable person. Because yes, your skill set's important, but your personality and how you come across is more important. And these guys can help you with that. Because they can tell you where you're coming across phony. They can help you. You can do you can try out your elevator speech with them until it becomes natural, until it isn't awkward. For a lot of people, that's all it's going to take. because the world is now skill-oriented, if you can well define what you do, then you can focus your search on what it is you do and find it. It may take you a while. It may take you a lot of interviews and a lot of failures. But invariably, if you can define what you do and they want what you do, you find work. The problem for people like me, I can't define what I do. And what I did, there aren't many people looking for it anymore. So those of us in that situation have to figure out something else, another alternative. They have to reinvent. They have to start their own business or go into a new career or start something different, and that's harder. If you can't check off, these are my skills, and put them on the resume search engine, because that's all the people are doing now. Everybody's overworked. Everybody's been had layoffs. They have no people in HR left anymore. There's nobody left to read your resume. It's all automated. In the short term, unemployment is tough on the individual. In the long term, unemployment is tough on the economy and the society. And we've got to find a long-term solution to making more of a need for workers.